Congress will return to Washington soon, with reforming the health insurance system still at the top of the list of unfinished business.
But the debate over the current plans have brought out a lot of emotion. Take a look. This is the reception Congressman Steve Kagen received during a town hall meeting at the Brown County Library. A number of people in the end and outside the building voiced their anger over parts of the proposal in the House.
Tonight, Kagen held another listening session, this one at Southwest High School in Green Bay. Fox 11's Robert Hornacek was listening as well and has multiple views.
People lined up more than 2 hours before the listening session was scheduled to start to make sure they got a seat.
This is the first time I've ever been to anything like this.
People from both sides turned out at Southwest High School, but when opponents of the reforms being discussed spoke, the crowd erupted.
I think everybody here can agree that basically something needs to be done. And it's not that we're against reform, it's against the government doing the reform.
Kagen repeatedly tried to calm the crowd down.
Time out. Listen, there could be children watching, so let's be civilized.
Judging by the reaction from the crowd, most people here did not agree with what Kagen had to say.
The overwhelming number of communications I've had with constituents is very favorable to reform. But I'll tell you,
one of the most common complaints from people in the audience was about a public health insurance option.
I believe if this plan is passed, it'll be catastrophic.
Others say they support the government reforms being talked about.
I really believe that everybody should be entitled to health care.
we can't afford to do nothing.
Kagen says insurance companies need to be the focus of reforms.
One way to keep them honest on that level playing field is to have a public option.
This wasn't the first, and it certainly won't be the last listening session for Congressman Kagen. He has another event scheduled for Thursday night in Appleton before he heads back to Washington, D.C. next week. In Green Bay, Robert Hornacek, Fox 11 News.
Kagen's listening session in Appleton for Thursday will be at 7 o'clock in the evening at Appleton North High School.